It's Wednesday, March 26, 2025. We have a pretty significant severe weather system unfolding by the end of the month. We are also going to have a pattern change that helps us get a lot of severe weather in the beginning of April, and it could go even longer. So here's a look at the supercell composite. So if we go forward, basically what this is anything above 1 and 2, you start to get a tornado threat, and you should be concerned anything above that. Well, here we have a 5, and we have a 5% chance of tornadoes. I'll show you that on the SPC outlook after this. And then here, around the 30th on Sunday, we have a pretty big tornado threat for this area. So if you're in this anywhere in the yellow or orange, I would be concerned for y'all guys in this area. And then us, we also have a threat here. I'm more concerned about in Texas and Oklahoma, because Texas and Oklahoma, a lot of things meet the criteria. In our area, we don't have as many things meeting the criteria, and that's why we have a slight risk. So it's still something to be concerned about. And the dew point is plenty high for severe weather, like 65. So that's plenty high for severe weather on this day. So I'll be giving you more updates as this gets closer. So subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to do that. And then after that, we're going to see a really active period early April. We're going to see a really active severe weather pattern, and then maybe it might end like April 10th. So it just be prepared for a really active early April, and then we're going to see severe weather pretty much all the time. We might have quieter spots, but we're probably going to see a lot of severe weather most of the time. Here is the SPC outlook for today. You can see there's a slight risk of severe weather in this area. So if you're in this area, just be prepared for some isolated tornadoes and maybe a strong tornado. And then we have a slight wind threat. It's not big. And then also we have a wind threat here. But the main threat here is definitely damaging hail, very large hail. We have a 15% hatched risk, and that is pretty concerning for this area. And this area doesn't regularly see severe weather. And then tomorrow we also have a severe weather threat in Texas, and then also this area here. We have a 2% chance of tornadoes in this area. So if you're in this area, I'd watch out for an isolated tornado. And then we have a 15% chance of winds within 25 miles of any given point. So watch out for some damaging winds. And then the hail threat is still pretty high. We have a 15% chance of hail within 25 miles of any given point. We don't have a tornado threat or that big of a tornado threat in this area, but we do have a wind and hail threat for this area. Here's the SPC outlook for Friday. You can see we have a marginal risk, maybe an isolated tornado in this area and some damaging winds in this area, but nothing super significant. This is the day I'm really concerned about, March 30th, Sunday, 2025. We have a potential severe weather outbreak. We have a big slight risk. It was issued the day we had a day 7, and now we're at the day 5. So for something this far out to be this big, it's pretty concerning. And in this area, we have one of the biggest tornado threats, and then our area might have a tornado threat too. So like this is like earlier in the day, this might be the biggest tornado threat, and then later in the day we have a tornado threat for our area too. It's a little bit far out, so we can't really give any exact places that'll have the worst tornado threat. If you're in this yellow area, I would watch out for a lot of severe weather, and it's a day 5, so it's this far out we're seeing this, so it's pretty concerning. This is the day 6 outlook, March 31st, 2025. It's on Monday. We have a slight risk here, and it's a pretty big area. We aren't seeing as big of a tornado threat with this, but it still has the potential for damaging winds and large hail. And then over here we also have a slight tornado threat too. And that is all the weather talk for today. Please subscribe and turn notifications on, and that way you don't miss out on any new videos. If you live in Western Kentucky, and there's severe weather, David Powell will be going live, and his channel name is Weather and Wisdom. I have it on my homepage, so subscribe to his channel. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.